Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? This is Mr. Ray, and you're watching the Mr. Ray Show. Today is a pretty rough day for me. You're wondering why, I'm sure. Today is the 10th anniversary of the amputation of my legs. 10 years ago, I went through a whole lot of different things that I wouldn't wish on nobody. And throughout those 10 years, I've been through a lot worse. You know, it's been real hard for me. Most of it's my own fault. A lot of it is not under my control. It's just the way things happened. But somehow, 10 years later, I got through it. Now, I want to talk to you about what I went through throughout those 10 years. I was real sick. I, I thought I wasn't going to make it, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie. I thought I was going to die. I had 104-degree fever. I had maybe 6, 7 days to live at the time I went to the hospital because I didn't realize I was that sick until I went. And it was almost too late. But the only way to save my life was to amputate both legs. Now, on the way to the hospital, I was content. My mind was somewhat made up. I was at peace. I was ready to go because I was just tired of hurting. But it was my family who talked to the doctors and told them that they should amputate my legs to save my life. And when it happened, I really was to be honest, I was upset. I'm not even gonna lie to you. As you all know, I won't lie. I was upset. I was angry. I felt lost, confused. I felt alone, even though I had people around me constantly. You know, 'cause, I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know who to turn to. I just dug deep into depression. You know, and spent a week in the hospital after surgery because I was so sick they didn't want me to leave yet, which is pretty understandable. They wanted to make sure I was okay before they sent me to a rehab center to get therapy for the next, I want to say, 10, 11 months. To where I had to relearn everything that I knew, that I thought I knew how to do. I had to relearn how to do it because I was dealing with something completely new to me, you know. And that was a stressful time because I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be home. I wanted to be home. But I knew, you know, and I hated that place. But I had to make the best of it. I was going to be there for a while. And when I got there, I didn't know how long I was going to be there. But it turned out to be almost a full year I was there. And to be honest, it was it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be at first until they let me down. I have a shunt in my head, and that's where you probably can't see it. I have a scar up here. It's and I have a tube in my head that drains fluid from my brain from a condition called hydrocephalus. And during my time in the rehab center, the nurses and everyone knew about my condition, but they done nothing about it for 4 days. I slept 4 days straight, and I'm not supposed to do that. I could have died again. That's twice in a matter of a year's time. I could have died, you know. So after recovering from that, while recovering from leg amputation, I had to deal with that, and that made me nervous of people. I, and that made me more antisocial than what I already was to begin with. You know, I didn't trust no one. I thought everyone was out to get me at that time, and constantly looking over my shoulder, watching everybody and everything that passed in front of my eyes or behind my back. I watched every single thing, and I was basically living in fear while there because of what they didn't do, what they should have done, So fast forward, leaving there, I got my own place finally, you know, and it was great for the most part, you know. People were nice, friendly when I learned to socialize again because I was still at the point where I didn't trust no one. And yeah, so that was okay. And within my time there, which was about the same amount, 10, almost a year also, my shunt goes out again and I almost died there. Luckily, my cousin was there with me. He called for help immediately. He saved my life. But, excuse me. But with that brought paranoia to be alone. I didn't want to stay alone, so I left there. And I moved in with family. And I've been with family since because I have a fear that if I'm alone, I'm going to die. I'm not, I'm not saying that to get sympathy or make anyone scared or, anything like that. That's just my reality, So, and so now fast forward to around 2009. That's when everything went insane for me. I was back into the deep depression slash paranoia, and it had got to a point to where I attempted suicide. I tried to kill myself because my mind was just a million different places, and none of them were the right places. So I had to seek the help from a counselor for like maybe 8, 9 months. Came and talked to me maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Just getting every thought out of my head, every feeling that I was feeling, everything negative. She helped me turn into a positive somehow. It took time. At first, I had to learn to trust her because I didn't. Then she had to get me to talk because I wouldn't. And once I learned to open up to her, it became easier and easier to talk to people. Tell them what was going through my mind. Tell them how I was feeling. And I feel like I'm a lot better now. And I've used her teachings over the years to slowly get better. I'm okay. You know, and that's why I do what I do today. I talk to you guys every once in a while. I need to do it more often. To try to encourage other people not to give up on themselves like I almost did. I came really close to it. Within minutes, I was done. But this wasn't my time. And I'm glad. So y'all don't give up on yourself. I know things may get rough, things are hard, but you gotta make the best of it. You wondering how do I do that? Talk to people. Have open, honest discussions about what you're going through. Talk to me. You know, I'm there for you guys. I can't stress that enough. I am there for you guys. I've had people who were there for me they saved my life. They know that they know who they are. So y'all just keep doing great things. Keep being great people. Be there for each other. Encourage each other. Help each other. Just be nice to each other. And if anyone is in need, pass this video on. Pass any one of my videos on. Just tell them to get in contact with me. I'm there for you guys. I want to help. You know, I hope y'all have taken something from this video, whether it be something positive or whatever. Hopefully it's something positive because that's what it's meant to be. Something positive, because I want to help you guys. I want to tell my story to help you guys. See, that's the telephone. And, oh well. And so yeah. Wow. It's been a long 10 years, man. And I didn't know how I was going to make it through, but I did. And I firmly believe that you will too. So y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Hopefully y'all week is even better. And y'all live, laugh, learn, stay positive. Y'all take care. This has been Ray, and you're watching the Mr. Ray Show. Y'all have a good day.